Here we go. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another class. In this class, you're going to learn how to understand better Portuguese. It means how to improve your listening in Portuguese. Okay? Just a moment. I will call people on Instagram. Opa. Just a moment. Yeah, so I have here now, yep, and also on YouTube. Nice, great. Really nice, guys. Welcome, everybody. So, what we're gonna see in this live class is how to improve your listening in Portuguese. It means how to understand better when a Brazilian speaks with you, ok? Vamos ver, então. Essa aula, it's important to say that in this live class, we're gonna have practical exercise. So it means that we're gonna have actions that you may put in practice today to improve your listening. And besides that, we're gonna practice here together, okay? So the link for the class is in my bio profile, okay? You find in my bio profile people from Instagram. We are on YouTube right now. And I will share with you my screen and I will share with you the audio we're going to study today, okay? Before we see the audio, I have many important information to tell you. Let me just put here. Yeah, here we go. So I put two things that it's important for you. Before you start understand Portuguese, before you start understand audios in Portuguese or in any language, what do you need to say? It's important to say that you need to understand some words. You need to have some knowledge in vocabulary regarding some vocabularies. And you also need to understand the sounds of the language. If not, if you don't know how a language sounds or how a word, for example, this word here, if you don't know how it sounds in Portuguese, probably you will not be able to understand when you listen that in one audio, or when you listen a people saying that, when you talk with a native or when you talk with a people who speaks that language, okay? So it's important, I put here. So to improve your understanding, you need to know the sounds. It means to understand the sounds in a language, and also to know vocabularies. You need to have some vocabularies in mind. And it helps you to avoid frustration, because when you listen in a language and you don't understand anything, or you're not able to keep a conversation, it's so frustrating. We feel like frustrated. So it's important for you to know some vocabularies. So if you are if you're a very basic student, so learn the first vocabularies, the basic conversations. And like that, you are going to be able to understand basic things in a language, okay? It's also, it's a mistake when a student, they don't have a good level in Portuguese. They don't know many things in Portuguese, and they will try to understand entire music, for example, or podcast episode, entire in Portuguese, all in Portuguese. This is a mistake. One, you will not understand many things, and you will become frustrated. And you are gonna, or when you talk, you want to have a conversation that is not your conversation level, okay? It's not the conversation you can have, okay? Have a conversation that is not compatible with your level. So don't do this, okay? Don't do this. If you know basic things, find musics that will help you with basic Portuguese. Find podcasts that will help you with that. or try to understand a part of this podcast and not the entire episode. Okay, so before you understand, improve your understanding or your comprehension, or improve the understanding of people when you want to talk with people and understand better people, natives and whatever, whoever you are talking with. It's important for you to understand this, okay, to have that in mind. Improve your understanding. You need to know the sounds and to know some vocabularies, okay. This is important. All right. So imagine that we have that in mind. We know already that you need to know some vocabularies and you need to know some sounds of the language. So now we are going to see, consider that you have studied this before. We are going to see some informations that you need to get when you listen to people. It's important to say, let me left this. Okay. It's important to say, guys, that if you want to understand a conversation, you want to have a conversation with someone, você quer conversar comigo em português, por exemplo, eu vou falar em português com você. So if you want to understand this conversation, probably some parts of the conversation you will not understand. Probably, if you are a beginner, if you are, it's the first time that you're going to have contact with the language, probably you'll not understand everything. And this is not a problem, okay? You have some things in mind. You need to have some things in mind to understand the major things. Entender a maioria das coisas. How you do this. And to understand even more in Portuguese, you need to practice with orals. It's very important to practice with orals. And not only with materiais pedagógicos, as I call it. You need to have contact with real orals, okay? With orals that you find in the real life. So, I don't know, an interview that you find on the internet, a Brazilian guy speech, a Brazilian guy saying Portuguese, okay? So it's important for you to have contact with them and to practice before have a conversation. If not, you have a conversation and you don't understand the people and you will not be able to pronounce as well. When you talk about understanding, we also talk about pronunciation. If you don't know how to pronounce, you will not be able to understand when you listen to that. Okay, if you have no idea how to pronounce a word, you will not understand that word when you see it, when you listen to it. Okay, this is important. This is important. Yeah. So continue with the class here. Okay, so you know some words already, you know some sounds, and you are gonna have a conversation, or you are gonna understand an audio in Portuguese. So you have intonations. Okay, it's important for you to understand the intonation of a phrase, like that. You may know that if the people is talking about a question, if it's a negative sentence, if it's, I don't know, if the people is angry, if the people is, I don't know, you may know many things from that. Understand the intonation of the language, okay? So it provides you some clues to what is being said, okay? Some clues, what is the people talking about. You're gonna have pistas, ok? Você vai ter algumas pistas. Besides the intonation, it's also important to be careful with the different regional reference. Why? Because if you study Portuguese from São Paulo, for example, the Portuguese I speak because I am from São Paulo, and you try to have a conversation with people from other region, or you try to understand a conversation, to understand an audio from other regions of Brazil or of other countries that speaks Portuguese, you are gonna find some difficulties to understand. Okay, so it's important for you first to get used with the language. Get used with the language first. Get used with the sounds of the language first. And after you try to understand other kinds of Portuguese, other variedades de português, ok? Outras referências regionais, as I put here. Eu coloquei aqui, it's here the example of water. Exemplo da água. Why? Example of water. When I started studying English some years ago, I used it to pronounce this as water, as I pronounce it right now. So, water. But sometimes I saw that this word had a different pronunciation in other countries. So when you see that pronounced by one people from United Kingdom, you see that they pronounce different, not water, but watcha, what I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this like them, but the pronunciation is different. The pronunciation of this word in English is different. So I was a beginner, so it was so hard for me, so difficult for me to understand what if I would understand and pronounce water or watcha, whatever. So it's the same in Portuguese, okay? You have some words, for example, this one here. I pronounce, it means milk, okay? So it means milk. So I pronounce it leite, leite. And you're gonna see some Brazilians guys pronounce it leite, leite. So it's different. It's different. And if you're not use it with one with one variação, com uma variedade de português, you will be confused when you see others, okay? So it's important to be careful with that. You will know, you will learn all regionals, other reference from other regions, but it's important first to be sure that you understand one, that you can understand that word in one reference, ok? Isso é importante. All right. Just a moment. Okay. Another point is that when you are practicing or listening to speak with people, it's important to listen to different kinds of text, different genres. Try to understand WhatsApp message, audios, I'm talking about audios here. Try to understand some news, some interviews, some podcasts, some musics, okay? So practice your listening as many as you can, and with different things. If you practice only with podcasts, for example, I don't know, but probably you're gonna have some difficulties with other kinds of conversations, of other kinds of interactions. If you practice only with WhatsApp messages, they are easier, in my opinion, or not, depending on the people that is saying the message. You will not learn many things about how to understand the news in Portuguese, for example. So try to have contact with many different kinds of speeches. Okay. We're gonna have a practice here in this class. At the end of this class, in some minutes, I will show you we're gonna practice here together. And after the class, I will provide you other materials that you can use to practice your listening, to improve your understanding in Portuguese, and also you are going to improve your pronunciation, okay? They are always together, pronunciation and listening, okay? All right, so listen to different things when you are practicing. This is also important. Ok? And começa do básico, você começa do mais básico e vai para o mais avançado, para o mais complexo, ok? You start from the simplest to the most complex. Começa do mais fácil. You have never tried to understand an audio in Portuguese, and you find a podcast with 40 minutes, and you're gonna try to listen to that. It will not work. It will not work, okay? So, vai no seu nível, ok? Find materials in your level. Começa com o básico. Start with the most basic things. And after you try to understand other kinds of materials, okay, other kinds of speeds. It's the same when you speak with a native, or when you speak with a people that who speaks Portuguese. And if you're not understand what the people is saying, it's really necessary for you to say, wait, I am basic, I know basic things. Could you speak slowly, please? It's important to say that, okay? It's important to have that in mind. If not, you will have this frustration, okay? You are going to be frustrated because you will not understand. So it's important to have that in mind, okay? To consider your level. So consider your level. Okay? Nice. Questions until here, guys? It was only first things for you to have in mind. And when you will study alone, you are gonna, I need to leave that with you, to leave this kind of suggestions with you, okay? Now we're gonna practice. Let's go to our practice part. Vamos praticar. I told you that in this class we're gonna receive some practical, I have problem with this word. Practical actions, exercises to practice your comprehension in Portuguese, okay? We're gonna do one together right now, and after I will left with you others for you to study by yourself, okay? And I will help you with that in my Telegram channel. I left it here in this video, the link to join my Telegram channel, okay? So join it right now, because after the class, I will send you other audios and other materials for you to practice. What we're gonna see today is a more basic one. I don't know your level. I don't know if you speak already a little of Portuguese. We're gonna try to understand an audio, and I will put for you some basic questions about that, okay? But you may use the same audio to study if you have other levels of Portuguese. Because the audio we're going to use here, material, the material we're going to use is a material that I consider, I don't know how to say that in English, but I call it material genuíno, okay? Material real. É um pedaço de uma entrevista. Entrevista. Yeah, now it's right. So it's an interview, okay? We're gonna see here. So you may use it to other levels. You may use it to study if you are an intermediate or an advanced student, okay? But I will use it for basics. I hope that you can do that with me, okay? You can practice that with me. So let's do this. Okay. So guys, I need to say that it's okay. It's okay if you don't understand everything, okay? It's okay. Don't try to understand everything in the beginner. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that with yourself. So the goal of the first time listening to an audio is never to understand everything. The first time is never to understand everything. In the first time, you need to get some informations and have some basics information from what you are listening to. Okay, so don't try to understand everything. Okay. If you can understand more things, please do that. But don't get frustrated if you don't. Ok? Yeah. So, eu vou colocar o áudio. Deixa eu ver aqui como que eu vou fazer isso. Yeah. Eu vou colocar o áudio. I will put the audio for you. And I will pose some questions. Okay? So listen to that with attention. Okay? Pay attention to that. Listen. And you tell me if you understand. Okay? You tell me what you understand. The first thing I want you get from it, the first information you care about, eu quero que você me fale. I want you told me What is it about? Okay, what is it about? I told you that this is an interview. Okay, this is an interview. This is from a TV program that we have here in Brazil. Okay, but I want you tell me what is it about. This is your goal. It's not to understand everything. It's to try to understand what is that saying. What is that about? Okay. What is the subject that people is talking in this video? This is not a video, this is an audio. I will show you the audio, okay? Vou colocar para vocês, just a moment. I don't know if it will work. But yeah. Eu vou dar o play, ok? I will put play on that, and please tell me in the comments if you can listen to that. I cannot check by here. And I'm using my cell phone to other thing to make the live on Instagram. So please let me know in the comments if you can listen to that, okay? I will tap the play right now. Yeah. Opa, just a moment.
Bom, a gente vai falar agora para os pais que estão escolhendo o nome para o bebê. O Evaristo já escolheu Francesca, a gente sabe. Agora tem sempre alguém querendo dar palpite, né? Mas uma pesquisa divulgada agora pode ajudar os pais mais indecisos.
Do you understand? Can you hear to that, guys? Let me know, please. If not, I don't know if I continue with that. Let me know, please. So I will put that again, okay? I will put that again. I think, yes, you can listen to that. Let's see.
Bom, a gente vai falar agora para os pais que estão escolhendo o nome para o bebê. O Evaristo já escolheu Francesca, a gente sabe. Agora tem sempre alguém querendo dar palpite, né? Mas uma pesquisa divulgada agora pode ajudar os pais mais indecisos. A lista tem 50 nomes e foi feita com base nos CPFs de 165 milhões de brasileiros. Maria abre com 13 milhões de registros. Mário fecha a lista, são 365 mil. José é o nome de homem mais usado, há quase 8 milhões. E será o Benedito? Sim, na posição de número 47, com pouco menos de 380 mil. No centro de Brasília, fizemos o teste, 20 entrevistas e deu de tudo. Carlos, Adriana, Edson, Josefa, Terezinha. Encontramos também nomes que não estão na lista. Uma Aimee, significa amada em francês. Uma Rosélia, eu amo meu nome, Rosélia Viana, adoro. Um Anderson.
Era uma outra pessoa que tinha o mesmo nome, eles gostaram e acabaram colocando em mim.
E por falar em nome fora da lista, o meu nome, que está aparecendo escrito agora na tela da sua televisão, não é comum. Gioconda, claro, não está entre os 50 mais usados no país. Mas eu poderia fazer parte dessa família aqui, que gosta de batizar os filhos com nomes que começam com a letra G.
Guilherme, Gabriel, Gustavo e Giovana.
O nome do filho é algo muito especial, porque eles vão levar o resto da vida, né? Tão especial que os pais desse bebê, que nasce depois de amanhã, levaram tempo para decidir. Uma lista de 10. Mas aí foi eliminando alguns, mas com os 3. Até que chegou por fim, ficou ele. A lei não determina critérios para a escolha de nomes. Apenas diz que não valem os que expõem uma pessoa ao ridículo. Como descobrir esse limite? O tabelião tem uma dica bem prática.
O que a gente sugere é que a pessoa imagine aquele nome sendo dito no primeiro dia de aula, numa chamada pela professora. Se aquele nome expuser a criança ao riso dos colegas, esse nome deve ser evitado.
Escolher nome de filho não é fácil, né? A gente leva um monte de...
Okay, we'll stop here. There are other things, but we stop here. Okay? Muitas coisas, many things was said here. Many informations. But your goal, remember, your goal was to find what is it about, okay? To have some information, to have in mind what is it about, to have an idea about that. Okay? So tell me in the comments, what is that saying, okay? What's the subject of that? What is the subject? You know that it's one thing from a program TV, a TV program in Portuguese in Brazil, and this is an interview. This is an interview. But what is the subject of the interview? Let me know here, okay? Put on the comments on YouTube. It is the first to go. As soon as you find what is that about, you are gonna answer some questions. Okay, you are gonna answer some questions. So you have many questions here. I put 4. I will share with you again, just a moment. No. Yeah, so here we are again. So I put here some questions for you. And you have here what is true and what is not true. O que é verdadeiro e o que é falso. So if you understand the subject of this audio, I will leave that with you, okay? After the class, I will leave that you do. You're gonna have the opportunity to practice again. But as soon as you understand what the subject of the audio, you are gonna try to answer some questions about that. But before you answer these questions, you are gonna need to understand to listen to that again. Okay, so ouça, I will put here. So listen. No. Listen one more time. Okay, listen again. So you're gonna listen it again to try to find the answer for the questions. Okay, so try to find the answer for the questions. But see the questions, take a look to the questions first. Try to understand the questions, to understand what the exercise is talking about. And after you listen again, you listen one more time. Because you're gonna listen, try to find the informations that you need to answer. Okay, this is the best way to practice. So you have here some questions about verdadeiro ou falso. So true or false. The first one is Maria e Ricardo são os nomes mais populares no Brasil. So you probably, a essa altura, you know already probably that this is talking about names. Okay, names in Brazil. This is a subject. You didn't put here the comments, but I'm giving you this information. This is about names. Okay, so Maria and Ricardo, they are the names most common in Brazil. Okay, you need to listen to that again and answer if it's true or false. Okay. Next one. A lista indicada na reportagem tem 50 nomes. Okay, so the list that is indicated in the interview has 50 names. Is that true or is that false? You are gonna listen again to understand, okay? After that, José é o nome de homem mais usado. So José, it's the name of man more used, the most common masculine names in Brazil. Is that true or is that false? So we're gonna try to listen again and understand what is that talking about, what if is that talking this, if is that giving this information for you, if this information is false or true, okay? After, o nome da repórter. So reporter is the guy that is doing the interview, so his name or her name, it's very common in Brazil. Is that true or is that false? So this is what you need to do. Okay, you are gonna listen one more time. You're gonna listen it again and try to find these informations. This exercise, it's a more basic exercise. Okay, if you have an intermediate level, you are gonna understand many more things. And I put here, you have here a second part of the same exercise, the part 2. And in this second part, you have other questions that you may try to answer by yourself. Okay, you listen that again, and try to do this exercise by yourself. So is that what you're gonna need? I will live with you today. Oh my God, is that why I will live with you today? Okay, you are gonna have these two brackets. Consider that this first part, parte 1, to the part number 1, it's more basic, okay? But Dani, I am all basic. I don't know how to say my name is in Portuguese. So of course you will not understand this, okay? This is basic for people that are studying for some months already. If you don't understand a word in Portuguese, if you don't know how to say my name is, it's important to have that in mind. You need to know some vocabularies before practice this kind of exercise. You need to understand some sounds. Improve your understand. You need to know some sounds, okay, to have contact with some sounds. So if you are a beginner, consider a complete beginner. If you are a complete beginner, I will let you do another exercise on my Telegram channel, okay? So the link is here in this video, so join. I will let you do this exercise with the same order we saw here, with the same questions, with the basic part and the intermediate part. And besides that, I will let you do another audio for really basic people, okay? Really basic phrases and interactions. Like my name is, I live in, I don't know, okay? This kind of exercise, very, very basic, okay? So if you don't understand our words in Portuguese, will be really important for you to be in the channel. You'll find the link here in this video. People who are on Instagram, you'll find the link in my bio as well. Okay, so join I think the name is VIP group, VIP group, VIP, Grupo VIP. So join that. I will let you do all of these materials. Okay, so you have from this class, you have informations about what you need to do before brackets more orals, and how orals help you to understand when a native speaks with you. Okay, you have here things that you need to find in one oral when you understand that. So try to find the intonation. Okay, be careful with some different reference that you find in the same language. You're gonna listen to different genres, different kinds of tests, kinds of interactions, okay? And you're gonna start from the most basic things and go to the most complex things. So you need to have that in mind. Tudo bem com isso? Is that okay? Then you're gonna find real materials, okay? Materials from the real life, or materials that is created to studies, okay? And you're gonna practice. I did with you one practice, the part 1, and you have the oral here, live video, and you have, this is the part 1, you have the part 2, okay, the part 2 with more questions. And I will let you do other levels, orals for other levels and with other questions. All of that in my Telegram channel. So go there right now, join. And is that, okay? Is that I have for you today. I don't know what you are thinking, but every time I make a class like this one with this name, how to improve your understanding in Portuguese. Some people think that they will came here and I will have a magic solution for them. But unfortunately, I don't have a magic solution. I have method, I have materials, I have my help to give you, okay? But I cannot do it for you. I can help you with that. Take your hands and go with you. But I cannot make it magically. You understand? Like this. No, it's not possible, okay? It's hard work. So great things take time and take hard work. So I hope this class and these orientations, this content helped you in some way. And please, if you are trying to do the exercise that we left in the Telegram channel, let me know there, okay? Talk with me there. We have a group to interact. And let me know on Instagram as well. If you want to share this live class with someone, so send the link for them and share on your stories. Let me know, tag me. Like that, I can do more live classes and more materials for you, okay, guys? So thank you so much for being here. Muito obrigada por estarem aqui. It's really nice to have you. And see you on Telegram, okay? On my Telegram channel. See you there. Join the link right now. Beijo e até mais.